crime kind of thriller thing. I like it.
Okay, Bonnie.
All right.
It's, your turn.
Well, congratulations. And, I can see just after watching this film why you wanted to play Elise so much. I mean, for you, was it a little bit different, a little bit of a challenge? She's very different from what we've seen you do, I think.
It was a huge challenge. Funny enough, it's probably harder for me to play this kind of a role than to do an action movie or to do some extreme drama, because it's so foreign to be so female and slow and elegant, and you just feel funny. And it was hard to do it and feel like a real person. I think my first few attempts, I felt like I was, a little girl playing dress up.
Well, yeah, because she carries herself so beautifully. Because I do have to make a comment about that black dress. And I have to ask you, when you first walked onto the set wearing that, did everybody gasp? You absolutely were exquisite. Exquisite.
Thank you.
Like, seriously, like, what was it like to oh my gosh, to just put that kind of stuff on? And
in this one, there's that thing of you kind of feel like you have to put it all together, and so you still as a woman feel that pressure of, I hope this works, I hope this looks good, and but Brad came to see me when I wore the black and
gave you the thumbs up?
And gave me the thumbs up.
All right, well then that's all that counts. It really, working with somebody like Johnny Depp, and I just find it amazing after all these years that the two of you had never worked together. How do you know, Angelina, when the chemistry is going to click? How did you guys know?
Well, I knew over the years, when you're aware of each other's films and you're aware of each other, and just, I'd heard from Brad, who'd known him, that he was just a nice guy, and I'd seen his films, and I think you can tell in his films that he's just a very open person. He's just an interesting person. But there's something very playful about him. But you're never sure, and then we met, and we were very quickly, had a lot to talk about, mostly children.
Yeah, and tattoos, I would think.
And a little bit of tattoos and France, and we just had a great time. So.
Yeah, and it showed too, And what I was saying to him too is, it was really nice to see him as that everyday kind of common man, not to be hiding behind the big hats and the makeup and the dressing up.
Mm-hmm.
It must have been just. Did you guys have a lot of improv going on, or that kind of feel? Because
we
to me it felt like that.
We did often. I think a lot of the improv had to go on the cutting room floor though, because it was.
Well, that's what DVDs are for, though, right?
Yeah, it'll show up somewhere. But we did try to often to mess with each other, or to,
Yeah. I understand that you learned to drive a boat for this, because you looked very poised behind that boat, driving.
I did, and by the way, driving a boat in gloves and high 4-inch heels is not that you do have to practice.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But I got it, and it was fun.
And, and being able to drive in the canals of Venice, I mean, what more can you ask for?
No, I know. It was the luckiest I could have been to be a part of this. Every day on set, I just felt like I was back in the 60s doing some cool, fun, beautiful film, and I just didn't know how I got that lucky.
When you're shooting, especially a movie like that, and the kids, the family, you live so close by, do they come? Do they watch you? Do they want to jump onto the boat and go for rides?
Oh, they did all the time. They did a lot of their school. Sometimes they'd go for boat rides while they were doing school. They had an Italian teacher with their other teachers, and they went to all the museums and they hung out. And there was the actual place that we were staying, and the place that we shot the what is it, the Doge Suite?
Yes.
And that has the balcony that I go out on in the white dress.
Yeah.
Was directly across from, not directly, but kind of kitty corner to where my kids were. So every time I came out on the balcony, I'd have all this, Mom!
Yeah. We're working very quickly. I know you're directing a film, but I want to know how being a mom has helped you become a good director.
It's a good question. I think it's helped me a lot. I think there's a lot of trying to be in tune with so many different people, and trying to answer all different needs and be sensitive to all of those different needs. And just manage a lot.
Yeah.
A lot going on.
I can imagine.
So,
I look forward to that. But
Thank
congratulations on this. You did a wonderful job. And like I say, man, you've never looked more exquisite in your life. Gorgeous.
Thank you
Thank you
very much.
Lovely to see you.
Thank you.